Hi everybody, welcome back to Majora's Mask. We're pretty close to the end of the game. I'm pretty disappointed by the fact that some of these games you can't look at your save file and see exactly how many hours that you've put into the game, but I don't care anyway because we're about to be done with this LP. Just give us like maybe 6 or more videos and then or something like that, and then I still have to go back and do the missing part 42. But if you're watching this right now, you might not even know that the missing part 42 is a thing. So pretty much the only thing for us to do is to stock up on potions, which I skipped that part because you don't want to see it, or maybe you do. I don't know your thoughts and opinions. You should tell me your thoughts and opinions. I want to know these things. I want to know how you're doing, you fellow YouTubers, you stupid people who don't think for yourselves. Okay, no, I'm kidding. So here we fly through the sands of time. Through the sands? I don't know why I said sands in a funny way. Dawn of the final day, and one more. Night of the final day, and this is going to be super dramatic because it's like, oh, the world's about to end. Oh, what are we doing? So I should not do that because I'm all out of my root beer. Oh, sadness, I'm all out of my root beer, and my throat is going to get like tired from talking for the whole episode. Cowards, all of you, not a one of you stayed. My apprentice will be disgusted. I'll have a fine carnival without you. If you're gonna fall, then fall already. Let's look at the moon. How's the moon doing? That's pretty big. That's a pretty ugly face. I mean, you can look right up into the moon's nostril, I think. I think if you shoot a bubble at the moon, you might get a rupee or something. That might be like a... Anyway, here, let's try to get the eyes in the shot so we can just see how truly crazed and demonic this moon is. Like, what were they thinking, man? I don't know. I've never personally been that scared by this moon, but I love this atmosphere, and I love the spotlight going round and round. You hear those church bells, see those fireworks. That's what this means. This is the carnival. It's the time for the carnival. It's going to be a carnival with nobody there, although... I don't know. Yeah, this is all for the carnival. And this platform comes out, and... But it's funny that like they're using that platform for the carnival, but like that ends up being the platform that you go up and fight the Skull Kid on. I don't know. I've never really thought about that. All right, I have to take a moment of silence just for this music. Okay, so, and then it keeps going and the harmony changes a little bit. Yeah, if you want to hear more of that song, look up Majora's Mask Final Hours. That song never fails to make me emotional, especially in the context of the story and everything that's going on. And here are the two fairies, Tattle and Tail. If you haven't gotten that joke before, I hope you do now. Hurry, the four who are there, bring them here. I wish they had made Tail more of a character. Like you ought to get to control Tail at some point, or I don't know. Maybe that's too, like, weird of a change. But, I don't know, it would be interesting. I mean, they had a part in this game where you played as Cathay, or Cathay, or whatever his name is, but... Anyway, I'm ignoring the dialogue. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. So you implied that it was possible to stop it. So, I don't know. So, we're gonna just get right down to business. Let's get down to business and call those giants. So, you remember this song that we learned way back at the end of the Woodfall Temple? Hey, you think you're so tough, Skull Kid, because you can fly in the air because you've been possessed by a demonic mask? Well, we've got some supernatural giants on our side, and Andre the Giant might even be there too. I don't know, he doesn't really like Andre the Giant, so he's screaming. I can't tell if that's more the Skull Kid screaming or Majora's Mask freaking out, going crazy. I don't know. There's the moon. It has that weird, like, red halo around it. The giants just kind of vaporize out of nowhere. And I love these giants. Just, like, huge legs, tiny head, and then, like, big crotch, but, like, with no genitalia. Like, if you don't mind me pointing that out. But I just think it's funny that they have, you know, they kind of, like, these are supernatural creatures, and, like, they very clearly have no genitalia, but whatever. They're angelic beings. And are those green things some kind of mustache or facial hair, or what are those green things? I guess they have green hair, so they're kind of like a green mustache. So I hope you're strong. Oh, their knees are buckling under that moon. Have you ever tried to hold up the moon? I didn't think so. Oh, come on, guys, you can do it. Oh man, the fate of Clocktown rests in your hands. Really, only Clocktown. Everybody else will be fine. But oh, something stopped happening. Their hands aren't really on the moon. Their hands are just kind of floating. Once again, utilizing the blurry textures. This game utilizes the blur effect so much that it's a little obvious. Anyway, it's still a good game as a game and dramatically. We did it. It stopped. Sis! Should I try to give Tail a low voice? I don't know. Tail! Good, we made it in time. The Giant's call worked on the Skull Kid. Hey, Skull Kid, do you realize what you've been doing to everyone? Wait, sis, don't be so hard on the Skull Kid. Tail, why are you protecting him? Aren't you mad at him for hitting you so much? And for hitting on you? No, I'm kidding. He was lonely, the Skull Kid. He was trying to destroy everything around him. That is not the same as a lonely child. We can't allow that. The power of the mask made him do it. It was too much for the Skull Kid to handle. It's 'cause he doesn't know his place. On top of having a weak will and no strength of heart, he's a fool. Certainly, he had far too many weaknesses to use my power. Yeah, that's right. Admit your stupidity. Huh? Oh, this is a great moment. It's so creepy. The Skull Kid's body just hangs limp. A puppet that can no longer be used is mere garbage. I am Majora's Mask. Don't... My cheek spikes are really sharp, so watch out. I look like a heart, but don't let that fool you, 'cause I ain't about love. I'm about hate and chaos. Oh, this is a great line. I shall consume everything. And then his mouth hangs open like a nutcracker. Oh no, giants, no. Wow, this isn't good. Let's go back. Let's go back. Hurry, the Song of Time, the Song of Time. It's a vapor cloud. Oh no, you've got to be kidding. Don't tell me you're going up there. Well, what choice do we have? I won't do it. You go by yourself. I'm staying here with Tail. I'll go. What? What are you saying, Tail? Is something wrong with you? Just let him go with us. I don't always want to be running away. If only I had been stronger, the Skull Kid wouldn't have... Well, gotta admit it. I understand. I'll go. Oh, but it would have been cool if Tail went. We had Tattle for the whole game and then Tail for the very end. You know, you guys are really stupid. Hey, why are you calling us stupid? Cause we're deciding to fight Majora's Mask? So, we're on the moon. We're in heaven? Well, this place is basically like the Garden of Eden. It's like one of those indie games on Steam almost that's just like a lot of nice nature and it's almost endless. And there's not a whole lot of point to it, but it's like, it's an escape almost, an escape from reality. And it's definitely not what you would expect for the final area, but they're trying to do something kind of psychological, like they're trying to, I don't know, they're trying to contrast like evil, scary powers with this kind of vision of like childlike paradise. And oh yeah, they're invisible walls that go clank when you hit them with your sword. Oops. Good job, Zelda developers. Invisible walls are always made of metal. They're made of invisible metal. I can't do... Wait, I have to pause the commentary for a second. 12 minutes and 16 seconds. Alright, we're back. And Goron Link is just having fun barreling around this endless grass. Yeah, I wanted to explore this place a bit more because probably like people like who play this game just like go straight for the tree and they're like, oh, so you go to the tree and there's the final boss. But I wanted to be like, hey, they made this whole field and here are children basically that run around. They look like young versions of the Happy Mask Salesman and they're wearing these different masks. Oh, I don't want the Goron mask. Never mind. Take that off. Take it off! Alright. Who do we want to talk to? Well, that kid looks like he's wearing the Georg mask. That kid's wearing the Twin Mold mask. That's the goat mask, because you can kind of see horns sticking off of the side. And that's the Adalwa mask, because you can see, like, the... I don't even know what you would call those things, like the 3 points. So this kid's like, ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too will be a mask salesman, and I'll play with you. So, the masks. Give me some. Give me some masks. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek. Let's play. All right. I'll hide. I want to see somebody do that. Like an all ASMR playthrough of Majora's Mask, except that would be really creepy. But those kids are a little creepy, so I think it's fitting to make them a little bit ASMR. I won't do that for the whole thing. The whole thing, 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 the whole thing. So we have 4 mini dungeons on the moon, and we get to use our Mask of Truth. It seems the Gorman brothers were using Garo's Mask for ill. And yeah, we're at this point, we've gotten every mask in the game, but it's kind of funny to come up here and get like hints on like all the previous masks. Like, so if you make it to the end of the game and it's like, oh yeah, that's where that so-and-so mask was. I ought to go check for that, you know, next time I play through this game. Or I'll just hit reset on my N64 and go look it out. Go check it out. It seems Cremia, the owner of Romani Ranch, had Romani's masks. Wow, I don't know. I like getting to the moon and checking all the stones, just because, I don't know. It's just kind of a ritual that I have. I really, really like the idea of having like these mini dungeons at the end of a game. Like, just, especially like with a Zelda game and like with dungeons, like you get to go through a little bit of like what you've done in each of the previous levels. So it's almost, I don't know. I'm trying to think of games that do that really well, and all I can really think of is Skyward Sword, because it has the Sky Keep. Banjo-Kazooie does a little bit of that in its final minigame. But I don't know, I really, really like the idea of just like a final dungeon, and I'm gonna get hit by those spikes. So these spikes are actually really frustrating. Whatever. Oh, they're not frustrating if you're good at the game, so get good. Lol, you're so bad. Lol. Lol. Lol, you're so bad. Get in the flower. Oh, whatever. So, yeah, you get to hear more of this tribal music. And... okay, this video will end as soon as we grab this piece of heart, so I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope this video brightened your day. I hope you enjoyed this one, and tune in next time for more shenanigans. I hope to see you there. Bye-bye. Peace out, everybody.